Hello everyone! Please ignore my horrible attempt at fake tanning. So today, welcome to my Target haul. This is basically a stationery haul, but I got everything at Target. Fair warning, I probably have like 7 different notebooks that I've bought over the last like month and a half since they've put out their back to school supplies, but this is a judgment-free zone, so we're gonna just keep it judgment-free. Okay, so to start off with, I always go to the school and office section. So just to mention, I'm not sure if I have in another video so far. I'm really behind on my editing, but Zebra metallic brush pens. They're a 7 count. It says they're archival ink, water resistant. Love, love, love. I'm still learning and getting used to this specific type of brush pen from Zebra, but absolutely loving these. So right next to those on that same like end of the aisle there, they have the Zebra Mildliner brush pens and markers. I just wanted to mention that because that is like the hot new thing right now. I had pre-ordered mine from Amazon, and I'm going to do a dedicated video to this as well as to these pens as well. But I have the 15 count. I'm pretty sure they only had the 10 count at Target. I was so tempted to buy the 10 count even though I knew I had this coming, but I decided against it, that I was just going to be patient and wait. So as far as pens go, I have 2 others. They're actually pencils. So I have the Papermate Clear Point 7mm mechanical pencil. So I've been using a lot of pencil lately. I obviously have a love for pens and stationery, but for some reason when I've been like jotting things down and doing like even like brain dumping, I've been using a pencil instead of a pen. So I had lost one of the 2 of my 2-pack that I had bought in, I forget when. So I only had one, and I have like different notebooks that I use for different things. So I was like passing the pencil around and I never knew where it was. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get a few pencils, and then they'll have their own notebook and I'll always have a pencil. So this one is a little different. Before I had a Pentel one, but I like this. The grip is okay. It's not as comfy as my other one. I do like that the click is closer to my thumb. The eraser is a twist, so it twists up and down, and then it has a good clip on it. While I was looking for those, I saw this. Let me tell you, I almost just lost my mind. So mechanical pencils, right? This looks like the same thing. Wrong. This is purple mechanical pencil, as in it's a colored pencil, but it's mechanical. So I know you have a lot of questions right now, but a video will be coming soon. I'm doing a dedicated video on that one because they have cool different colors as well, not just purple. So good stuff. So I have about four different brands that I have of notebook. One of them Target stocks year round. They just have additional stock during this time of year for the school season. That brand is called Green Room. They have lots of different fun patterns and types of notebooks. So this is just your regular college ruled notebook. Nothing special. The only thing super cool about it is 3-hole punch. It is perforated so you can nicely rip the pages out, and also the lines going across are not solid. They're little tiny dots right next to each other. So that is one thing I really enjoy about it, is not as harsh. And you can almost see that when you look at this, that you can very visibly see this line, but these are more faint, and that is why, because they are not solid. So that's super cool. So I got myself a few of those, just like regular size notebooks. Again, like I've been using notebooks a lot and kind of just, I don't know. It depends on the day and the week what I'm writing in what, but I've kind of started to separate things a bit and be like, okay, this is where I'm going to plan, like I write down YouTube stuff, and this is where I'm going to have track my reading, and I have a daily gratitude journal that I picked up during this shopping trip as well. I know that's a little bit counterintuitive against like what the bullet journal is all about, but I just find that it's been working for me recently, so I'm just gonna do me, and we adapt as we go. So this size is about a little bit bigger than half the size of the like 8.5 by 11 size notebook. One thing I do like about Green Room is their paper is recycled. It's 60 to 70% recycled. So that's super cool stuff. Between this and this is something they carry around. This is something they didn't. So I wanted to pick it up to try it. This one doesn't have holes in it, and neither does this one. Neither of them are perforated. So that is something to keep in mind. This one, the cover is slightly more stiff than this one. I'm not currently using this for anything, but I have its partner. It matches this color, these colors, plural. And I keep track of reading in that. So that's upstairs, chilling where it's supposed to stay, because if I move it, I won't find it, because I lost my tablet for like 3 days because I had put it away. Moving on to the next notebook. I think I might give this to my partner at work, because I'm loving it. And he mentioned something about never spending more than, like, when I talked about spending $10 on a notebook, he like freaked out and was like, $10 on a notebook. So I feel like I might want to give this to him as a nice gift. But these are by the company Design Works Inc. So they don't carry these year round. I did pick them up because, again, it's back to school season, and once these go out, they go out and you can't get them again. So I just kind of wanted to enjoy the different types of notebooks, okay? All right, we said judgment-free zone here. Judgment-free. So this is what the notebook looks like. It has subject, type, and date, and then it has this little column, very tiny column here. And what I love about that is that I use the bullet journal method even when I'm brain dumping and it's not in my bullet journal. So whether it's in this, whether it's in the Green Room notebooks, the 8.5 by 11, the small ones, a sticky note, wherever, I still use the bullet journaling method. So I'm still using like open circle for appointment, closed circle for a task, and then I have a few of my own that I use, like a triangle is health related and a heart is creativity, etc. So I put my signifiers here on the left, and then any notes on the actual pages. Something I do like about this, it does come with 2 bookmarks. As you can see, I do have a pen holder on this one, but not on this one, and that's because I bought that from Amazon. So that does come separately, but that's something that, similar to the pencil thing, like never finding the pencil when I need it, I wanted to have a pen attached. So that is that. Daily Gratitude Journal, bam. So this is from Mara Mai. It's M-A-R-A and then a flower, and then it's M-I. So I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I'm loving the setup of this. So it has a spot for like quotes or pictures or whatever you want to draw here, and then on this side it separates the days by, it's 2 days per page, and so it says make each day count at the top of every page, and then it says today I'm thankful for, tomorrow I will remember, and then a word of the day. So the first page that I did, I was watching a Michelle B video, and she said something about progress is always better than perfection, progress over perfection. So I actually used my new Zebra metallic brush pens on this page to write that out. Not too shabby, if I say so myself. And there goes the air conditioning. How dare you? So, for example, like the first day in this journal was the day I went to the chiropractor for the first time. I was in a car accident a few weeks ago. It's all set. We have a treatment plan. I'm obviously not seriously injured. My car is totaled, but we're working on that. So my word of the day for that day was aligned. I felt really just so much better physically, which then helps you mentally, obviously. A few days later, my word of the day was chaos, because I was helping in another, the company that I work for has multiple locations, so a new location was open, so I went to help there. So it was chaos. First day open, routines haven't been established. All the employees were new except for the leadership, so I was like, whoa. I was a little overwhelmed myself. So good stuff. And it's so funny because what I write in here would be different than what I would write. I have the Happiness Project Journal, which is like a sentence or two a day, and over the course of 5 years. It's inspired by Gretchen Rubin. So I write something different in here than I would in there, because this is just about gratitude. So I like that this is getting me to think in that way. And I was definitely trying to do gratitude in my bullet journal, but a monthly page wasn't working. Daily, on the daily, because I do daily logging, wasn't really working. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a separate book for right now, and then maybe like once I settle down, I'll be able to like, and I'm doing daily reflections every day in my bullet journal, because that hasn't been a thing that's been happening, unfortunately. I'll be more regular with that. But so daily gratitude, good stuff. Then I have two more that are just plain notebooks. So this one, awesome stuff. It opens completely flat. Ironically, Samantha Ravindal just mentioned it in a Things She Loves video. I think she broke Target, because when I went to see if there was more of these online, they're all sold out. So I'm so sorry about that. But there's no name brand on here. I'm figuring this must just be maybe a Target brand. There's literally nothing, no information other than the barcode on it. So super cool. Pages have this cool like inner color. It's the same throughout the notebook, but love that this lays super flat. The last one that's blank, of the notebook is blank, is this one. This is from a company based in Spain. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm very sorry. But it, whew, oh my. It is on a ring, which I do like. Even though I'm left-handed, I have gotten used to that. It has 2-hole punch instead of a 3-hole punch that we use here in the US. Like even on smaller notebooks that are punched, there's typically 3 holes. But I liked the vibe. It's perforated, and also the colors on the edges change. So it goes from this blue color to a teal to a dark gray to like a plum maroon color. So that's one thing I liked about it as well. The lines and the headers match the ink on the side of the page. So these ones have blue, the ones that are gray have gray, the ones that are teal have teal, etc. So I kind of like that vibe. So I'm currently using this. I'm rearranging in my phone actually. So I literally was like, why am I creating resistance for myself for habits and things that I want to do every day, like checking in and checking certain apps, like as far as like health related stuff goes. And so I literally just like demolished what I had on my phone screen. Like I just literally drew out a phone, and then I was like, what do I want where? And I moved everything around, and I did that for 2 of my 4 screens. One of them I'm going to stay the same because it's like all like money stuff, so that all stays the same. But yeah, it's been very helpful actually to do that for me. So good stuff. The last thing is something I haven't opened and I want to do a video on itself. This is from chroniclebooks.com. It seems to me like this is, they call it a productivity journal. I'm assuming that it's basically like a bullet journal. So the cover is gold. It has silver and black dots on it. It says shine bright. So I really loved that. And then the embossing on the edge is silver. It does have 1 bookmark, and on the front it does say dotted pages. They're numbered. There's a table of contents, stickers, and it says to log your brilliant lists, goals, and dreams in this journal. So I'm assuming kind of like a bullet journal, but again, I want to do its own like reveal and own video. So good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up, guys. Yeah, lots of notebooks and some super cool pencils and some sneak peeks at other videos. So yeah, what 27-year-old needs this many notebooks? It's all I'm going to ask, but who knows? I absolutely do. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.